Hi lovies, welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Mwape, and if not, welcome back. So I just came to the understanding that I haven't really explained what this playlist is about. So About Each Other is simply a playlist I've made. It's a place for each and every one of us to come and talk, learn, connect, and understand, talk on different topics of interest. And yeah, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about all things relationships, romantic relationships specifically, why teenage romantic relationships are such a thing now, and why you shouldn't do it because it's such a huge waste of time. I know this might sound offensive to many people. If I was the way I was a few years ago, it would have also sounded offensive to me, but with a little bit more research and more understanding on why our parents advise us not to do it, I'd also advise you not to do it, because relationships really require a lot of time, require a lot of maturity, require a lot of, okay, not a lot of money for some, but require money, if you know what I'm saying. Romantic relationships really have become a thing everywhere, and it's not a bad thing. When it's done at the right time, it's not a bad thing. I personally think teenage romantic relationships are a huge waste of time, and simply because as human beings, as people, we try to make things more complicated than they are. The whole point of being in a romantic relationship with someone is for the preparation of marriage, because why else would you be in a romantic relationship with someone if you guys can be friends? You understand what I'm saying? Relationships really require a lot of maturity. You have to be mature enough to understand your own emotions and the other person's emotions as well. So we just can't be jumping into one relationship to the next for the sake of experience, or for the sake of all my friends are doing it, or for the sake of, oh, I don't feel loved enough. Love doesn't come from other people. You have to feel whole and content within yourself. And true love really comes from God. You have to understand your relationship with God and invest in that. And how else are you going to invest in your relationship with God, or what time are you going to have to invest in your relationship with God if you keep jumping from one relationship to the next, especially at the age of 18, 16, 15, some people even 12? You're in a serious romantic relationship with someone. Do you understand how much damage you're doing to yourself as a person? Firstly, you don't know yourself. Secondly, you're dealing with your own childhood traumas and your own miseries and your own things that you have to work on, and you keep jumping from one relationship to the next. Even if you're not jumping from one relationship to the next, you're in a relationship at a very tender age, and which is something you shouldn't do to yourself. It's not the healthiest thing to do to yourself. If you can start working on yourself as early as possible, trust me, you're going to achieve your goals as early as possible. Really work on yourself, heal, become the best version of yourself, because you're your biggest asset at the end of the day. And imagine you reach the age of 25 or the age of 22 and you're a complete wreck, like you don't even have goals anymore because you're so messed up being from one relationship to the next. You have no value to yourself. So I'd advise you think on what you're getting yourself into deeply. There's a reason why the elders refuse us to get into these relationships, because we don't know exactly what we're getting into. And I wish people emphasized on this as much, people talked about this as much.